What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You are now tuned in to another episode of the Doug Y'all Show. Hope everybody is well, wherever you are, whenever you're hearing this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you at in the world. When you hear this, hope everybody's having a good day out there, good Monday. But anywho, today I want to talk to you about a book that I just read called Gangsta by KWAN. The first book he ever wrote was really, really good, actually. I did not know that was the first book he wrote. But he actually had an author's note in there where he talked about his mom dying and everything, and like before he was into some shady shit too. Before he became an author. And the crazy thing is, in the book, there's this guy Lulok. So the book starts out with them. They're in LA, and there's this cop, and they bust up in his house. It's Detective O'Leary, and but before that, his girlfriend wakes him up, and she's just like, look, she's like, Lulok, and he's just like, man, what do you want? And she hands him the phone, and it's his homeboy Gutter, and he wants him to go do this thing with him. And he was like, alright, I'll go with you, I'll hold you down or whatever. And that's when we get to the part where they bust up in the cop's house. So you got Lulok, you got Gutter, you got Snake Eyes, you got Pop Top, and you got Stan. Stan was kind of a one-off character, but you'll see why in a minute. So Stan was supposed to come in there when O'Leary pulled up, but Stan's out there chatting up girls and shit, and so Stan don't notice old dude pull up at the house. So he busts up in there. O'Leary busts up in there and is like, what the fuck's going on here? You tried to come in my house and attack my family? Shit. So his wife ends up getting killed, cause they wasn't gonna hurt nobody, but you know how that is, casualties and shit. So then Snake Eyes ends up getting shot in the leg. So then Lulok comes up with a big ass machine gun, and but before that, O'Leary makes a call about these 3 dudes he killed, and one of them still loose on the property. And he's like, oh well, I'm about to have some fun with y'all boys about to get fucked up, and basically. And so that goes down. So they move from LA to New York, and Martina is kind of a hoe, and so she ends up creeping around on Lulok, and now he is a member of the Crips, and there's Harlem Crips, there's all kind of Crips in New York. He was part of the Harlem Crip gang, and then there was the Blood. Then you had Cisco, Tito, and El Diablo. So then you switch over to El Diablo's part of the story, where he goes over and sees his sister Satin, and she's like, well, what are you doing here? How long has it been since you've seen us, and you left us high and dry, and blah, 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 blah. And he's like, well, you was still good financially and all this and all that. And she's like, well, yeah, I get that. But, so then back to the whole Martina thing. He finds out that Martina might be creeping around from some people, and so he has her followed, and it turns out she is creeping. So he ends up leaving Martina, and so then he he sees this girl Satin when he goes to apply for college, and she's the one who helps him. And she's like, "Hey, are you lost or whatever?" And then like he's like, "Well, I think I found my angel or whatever." And she's just like, "Huh?" And like, and then he goes, he's like, "Yeah, yeah, I was lost, but so then he can't stop thinking about her or whatever." And then so like basically, yeah, I mean, oh yeah, then you go to the part of the story where Gutter gets shot, because I think Gutter was trying to hit up some of the rival gangs, and he was being followed, and he didn't see old dude until it was too late, and dude shot him up. I mean, they shot him up bad. He was in a hospital for a while, and like the thing is like, hey, but here's the whole thing though. The reason why I mentioned the author KWAN being a writer is because Lulok wants to be a writer too. That's why he went to college, so he could apply for a journaling degree and everything. And so yeah, so does Gutter get out of the hospital alive? And does Lulok get out the game? I don't know. Y'all gonna have to find out for yourself when you read the book. But yeah, that was Lulok's main thing. He wanted to get up out the game for real. He wanted to leave the street life behind. But hey yo, y'all gonna have to read the book to find out if Lulok makes it out the game and if Gutter makes it out the hospital alive, yo. So yeah, hey, that's all I got for y'all, yo. I'm gone, and hey, the next episode y'all see, it'll be episode 400, y'all. So y'all be looking forward to that, man. But hey, I'm out. Holla at y'all. Peace.